What house system do I use as a professional astrology educator and why? Here we go. I have a free course in my Astrology community talking about the different houses and the house system. I also go deeper into it in my Become an Astrologer course, your one-stop shop for learning how to read a birth chart and learning astrology. The whole sign house system is the best one to use, especially if you're new. But even I, a very seasoned professional astrologer, continue to use whole sign houses just because of the ease that whole sign houses gives you when reading and interpreting a chart. I also love whole signs because I don't need to pull up someone's chart to see what's going on inside of it. If someone tells me their rising sign and I know their other planets, or they tell me their other planets, as an example, let's take someone who is a Leo rising. I know, oh, your 7th house is ruled by Aquarius, your 10th house is ruled by Taurus, your 9th house is ruled by Aries. I can literally create the whole circle of their chart in my head because they just told me their rising sign. I know what sign rules every house because of that. It makes it so simple and easy to read and interpret a chart that way. Not only that, but you can easily apply the decans type of degree theory in astrology. I have classes on this in my membership community, easily to someone's placements based on whole sign houses. As an example, let's take this chart, right? Their rising sign is in late degrees, 20 degrees of Sagittarius. It's in the decan of the sun. This is what the whole sign house system does. It puts the rising sign in the first house. And then every house of your chart there thus follows is one whole sign. This is, in my opinion, the best way and the easiest way to read a chart. So because their rising sign is in the decan of the sun, now we look to their sun sign, which is in Aquarius on Pluto in the decan of Uranus. And it's in their 3rd house. So we can gather a lot of information about their rising sign based on those placements and the connecting factor to the rising sign that it has based on the decans. Like I said, if you want to learn more about that and have a full breakdown, I have one in my community. There are tons of classes in my community on how to learn astrology, and I go live every single week in there doing a Q&A to connect with you guys and read your charts. I have been using whole sign houses for as long as I can remember learning about them because Placidus always confused me, and I felt like it really deterred me from learning my birth chart. It deterred me from learning astrology at a deep, deep level because it just didn't make sense to me. To go off of what the house system is that the majority of websites will pull up for you when you calculate your chart. And I don't know any astrologer that's a professional that uses Placidus. Everyone I know uses whole sign because it's also the most traditional way to pull up charts. It's been used for thousands of years. Placidus is more new. I think it was created in like 400 or 500 years ago, something like that. And it makes everything really uneven. As you can see here, Cancer technically rules over 2 of this person's houses, and then they have some of Leo in this house, and it just makes everything super confusing, and it literally does not make sense. The calculations of the houses is different and random for everybody. Versus whole sign, you know what you're going to get. With Placidus, you never do. It's a mystery. I truly do not understand at this point in time why people use this house system. It makes everything way more complicated and complex than it needs to be.